It's a clean start. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce got away well, but now Elaine Thompson coming into a running, but look.
Good start there from Talu, third from right, but look at Fraser-Pryce building a lead here, but here comes Thompson.
Look at Price, they're side by side, they're neck and neck, two icons, two stars, but it's Elaine Thompson Hera.
And Hera in the green headband, is she going to get there? Not on this occasion, she's not, no. The pair of them with a 2-metre gap. Jones had the previous meeting record 23 years ago in 1998. Jones ran 10.72. Well,
to motivate myself because I know how great I am. I know what I am capable of doing. So once I'm healthy, I know everything will be fine.
Eagle win that is near the limit. 10.60. It is a meeting record. Marion
Jamaica's sprinting legacy has always been rich. But what we just witnessed in the past few seasons surrounding Elaine Thompson Hera may signal one of the most shocking turns in that storied history. Back in 2021, Elaine etched her name in Olympic immortality by doing the unthinkable, becoming the first woman ever to win the 100 meters and 200 meters sprint double at 2 separate Olympic Games. That alone was legendary, but it was the time she clocked that truly sent shockwaves through the world. Elaine didn't just win, she annihilated the field, reaching speeds never before seen from a female athlete, and sparking global headlines about whether she had just become the greatest sprinter in women's history. These weren't just victories, they were statements, brutal, precise, world-defying performances that left no doubt. Sprint fans across the globe stood still. Jamaica had another queen. The world had a new standard. What happened next was nothing short of meteoric. Following her historic Olympic double and mind-blowing times, including a 10.61 in Tokyo, and an even faster 10.54 at the Prefontaine Classic, Elaine Thompson Hera's star exploded into global fame. Endorsements surged, her name trended worldwide, celebrities and sports legends hailed her, and news outlets dubbed her the fastest woman alive. Her market value skyrocketed overnight. She had not only captivated Jamaica, but captured the world's attention. She wasn't just a sprinter anymore, she was a global brand, a face of speed and excellence. The media couldn't get enough. Cameras followed her every move, fans flooded her social media, and every race she entered became an event. But behind the scenes, pressure was mounting. The world wasn't just watching, they were expecting history. Again, the track and field world buzzed with one dominant narrative. Could Elaine break the untouchable 10:49 world record? That question loomed larger than ever after she clocked 10:54 at the Nike Prefontaine Classic in Eugene. It was the second fastest time ever recorded by a woman, and it reignited the decades-old debate about Florence Griffith Joyner's long-standing mark. What made Elaine's case even more compelling was that she was running these blistering times despite nagging injuries. The speculation was electric. If she could run 10:54 while hurt, what could she do at full strength? Track fans held their breath with every stride, hoping, praying, that history was about to be rewritten in real time. This wasn't just about records anymore. It was about legacy. Then came the whispers. While Elaine remained signed with Nike during her Olympic peak, rumors began to spread that she had received a massive offer from one of Nike's biggest rivals. Multi-million-dollar deals were allegedly on the table. At first, Elaine denied any such offer, playing down the speculation. But her eventual switch to Puma raised eyebrows. Was the denial just damage control, or had things changed after the fact? Either way, the move was seismic. Puma had already secured Usain Bolt. Now they had Elaine Thompson Hera. And just like that, two of Jamaica's greatest sprinters were no longer repping the swoosh. To fans, it wasn't just a brand change, it was a statement. And in hindsight, it may have marked the beginning of an unexpected turning point in Elaine's career. Even as brand deals soared and fans kept their eyes locked on the clock, something began to shift behind the scenes. In late 2021, speculation exploded that Elaine had parted ways with her longtime coach. the same coach who helped craft her Olympic greatness. At first, Elaine denied it, but the truth couldn't stay buried. Her former coach subtly confirmed the rumors when he stated he no longer knew where she was training. That revelation sent shockwaves through the track community. How could the athlete-coach duo that had reached the mountaintop suddenly implode? What could have possibly gone wrong after so much went right? The fairy tale was starting to fracture, and no one saw it coming. Over the next few years, what followed was a carousel of coaching changes. Elaine didn't just get a new coach, she got several. 4 to be exact. In her desperate search to rebuild what she once had, she bounced from one training setup to another, hoping to rediscover the rhythm that made her untouchable. But each new start seemed to bring more setbacks. Instead of climbing back to dominance, Elaine found herself battling inconsistency, injury, and scrutiny. The once unstoppable force had become a question mark, and in a sport where rhythm, routine, and trust are everything, she was now running on unfamiliar ground. Every season that followed felt like déjà vu. Elaine would announce a comeback, fans would get their hopes up, and then silence. Injury, disappointment, repeat. The excitement that once followed her every stride was now laced with nervous anticipation. Would she even show up? Could she finish the race? Fans weren't just watching, they were worrying. And while supporters held on to hope, the glow of her past victories started to feel like distant memories. It wasn't just Elaine who was suffering. The entire Jamaican sprinting faithful were feeling the pain of what could have been. The silence after the storms grew louder with each passing season. But the emotional toll wasn't limited to her fans. Elaine herself was breaking. Behind the bright lights and bold headlines was an athlete under pressure, weighed down by expectations and doubt. She'd climbed to the highest peak, only to fall into a seemingly endless valley. And with every missed race or unfulfilled promise, the questions kept piling up. Was the magic gone? Did she make a fatal mistake by parting ways with her coach? And more painfully, was her prime already behind her? The face of confidence and strength we once saw was now often replaced with cautious optimism or quiet frustration. Elaine wasn't just running races anymore. She was chasing her past. Now, in the 2025 season, a new chapter is being written, but not without more shock. A new announcement has surfaced, and once again, Elaine's name is front and center. The video didn't reveal the full scope of what's coming next, but it teased something major, a development that could change not just Elaine's future, but perhaps the direction of Jamaican women's sprinting entirely. Is it a final comeback, a retirement, a coaching reunion, or something no one expects? Whatever it is, one thing is clear. Elaine Thompson Hera's story is far from over, and the next page might be the most dramatic yet.